Hey guys, it's Shadow, and today I wanted to show off my Minutemen Castle a little bit. This build has taken me quite a bit of time. I believe I spent from level, 10 to level 42 building in the castle, so I've done quite a bit. Here we have just a small little guard post. I apologize for the drop in frames we're going to have once we get into the castle. It's quite a large settlement, and I have quite a lot in it. Here's the front gate. You can see my shore dock a little bit over there. Opening the doors, we have this little, just kind of chill out area. You get into the castle. And of course some Minutemen flags. And here is the main courtyard. As you can see, there's quite a bit in the main courtyard that I've added. We'll start off with my mini Museum of Freedom. Of course, you find the actual Museum of Freedom in Concord. Here, I just wanted to show off some of the Minutemen's great stuff. So you have some of the outfits the Minutemen wear, including the General's uniform. We have the paintings with some Minutemen relevance. You can view, we have some laser muskets and propaganda signs. Of course, the laser musket is the primary weapon of the Minutemen, and just some flags. So that's the mini Museum of Freedom. Nothing much. There's Nick Valentine sitting on a park bench. We'll get to the interior of the castle a little later. Here I just have a small guard station and another guard station once we get up these steps. Here is my farm. So I used that giant rubble pile in the corner of the castle as a farm. I've got Piper and some other settlers. Up here is my main, I guess the upper part of the castle. So I have artillery on 4 of the 5 bastions of the castle. And of course I've got just some floor mats on the actual defensive position of the castle. Here's one of my Minutemen heavies. Here's some crafting stations and a little chair, because people will probably come up to this area. Over there is the Predwin. I'm working on blowing that up. There is my robot repair station with Ada. Of course, nobody likes Ada, so we'll just shoot her a bit. Haha, lol, sucks. Repaired this area right here to have some extra guardrails, as underneath it is my shops. My other bastion with a artillery thing, and I patched up that front part of the stairway. So over here we actually have my shops. I have 4 shops outside and 3 inside in what I call the market section of the castle. So here we have some shops and some seats, as after the day's work they like to sit down here. Here is my mini power armor bay. I store all of my power armor mostly at the mechanist's lair, and we have just some scrap bits of power armor. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Over here is the Minutemen barracks. So inside is basically where I have all my beds, or most of the beds for sort of the grunts. So here we have 5 nicer beds, probably for higher ranking Minutemen. And then here we have just a row of smaller cots, probably for the farmers. We have some portapotties, which are, kind of nice. I didn't put any lights there, as if you do put a light near your porta-potty, it's super bright. I was not expecting that. There's Sean, spoilers for the end game. Here are my Minutemen power armor stations, so this is where I'm going to put my Minutemen T45D, and here are all my mods for weapons and power armor that I create. In here is of course, the castle armory, another power armor bay, and Miss Ronnie Shaw sitting there with her smoke. I haven't much worked on, the armor is the part I've worked on the least of the castle. I've basically just added a few more laser turrets, which seem to be active, stored some heavy weapons. I have added some workbenches. I believe I added a power armor station, some weapon racks, no more containers, nothing much here, and a cannon. So, of course, still got some work to do on the armory, but I don't really see a point in working on the armory. That's basically it. Over here we have the broadcaster with Preston Garvey, as they're about to call in the artillery strike on the Brotherhood of Steel. As you can see, with our forces combined there, blow up the Minutemen, or blow up the Brotherhood with the Minutemen. Can't wait to do that. I'll be doing that way later in my game, though, as I do need to still loot the rest of the Predwin. More Minutemen heavies. I have decorated my Minutemen in full combat gear, and let's start with the interior of the castle. Here we just have a chem station with some random junk. As you can see, some random storage for weapons, some random misc items, chems, and of course a chemistry station with an ashtray. We have a nice little radio station here. You can tune that in while you're cooking up some chems. And in here is where I keep all my combat armor to outfit with the Minutemen. As you can see, they are Minuteman blue. Very, very fitting. Over here we have our armor station. I've got Kellogg's armor and a vault suit. Just kind of random armors I like. We have some misc storage, a little tray here, nothing much. Over here is a little comic den. Sit down, read some comics, maybe while somebody else is making some armor. Over here is my weapons bay. Nothing much here. There's not much misc weapons items here that fit with the area, so I just put 2 different weapons workbenches and some showcase weapons. I'll show off my quarters in a bit. Here are some more higher ranking Minutemen cots. Just, you know, the higher kind of commanders. So Ronnie Shaw, Preston Garvey, maybe the Minutemen broadcaster would come here to sleep. And up here is the trail to the other bastion. Some benches. Boom, my quarters. I love my quarters so much. Here's my Mark 6 X01 military power armor. Here's just some misc items I like to keep around, just a shelf. Here's my desk where I do some of my typing, and I have some of my important documents. This is where I keep all my misc items, so holotapes, overdue books, burnt textbooks, quest items, etc. Some pre-war books. All my legendary armor I keep in this little steamer trunk. Still got a ways to go with that. Here in my bed, we have power armor helmets, some miscellaneous crafting items, and just some misc items, and my grenades. And here are some notable outfits I like to wear. So Maxon's battle coat's in there, Captain Kell's his captain hat. Here is my nice dining area. I have a beautiful picture of a Minutemen general on a Yao Guai with a shish kebab. Here's a legendary weapons steamer trunk where I keep all my legendary gear. Still a long way to go with that one too. Bobbleheads, only got 3. Not really hunting them down. Here's my Gatling laser. Not much storage for weapons. And over here is my little, I guess you can call it kind of the living room of my quarters. But that is my general's quarters. Not much here. And yeah, that's that section of the castle. Here are some more higher ranking beds. I didn't exactly know what to put here. And, ooh, seems like there's some puke on the ground there. I just wanted to put some misc items, more beds so that I could have more settlers. I think right now I have 25 settlers in the castle. I can get more, and of course with the infinite settler glitch you can get as many as you want. Another living quarter. Here is the lounge. So this is probably the room I worked on the least. Just a nice little living area, some pre-war books in case they want to get some reading. Here's where I'm going to store all my comic books. And here we have a mini bar, and behind there is actually a bed for the bartender to sleep. Now we're going to get on to the market section. This is my clinic. One of these stations I'm really proud of. I really like how they came out. You have the surgery chair over here with some surgery effects and some chems on the doctor's side. And of course a beautiful view of the Commonwealth out there. You can see Fort Strong on the Predwin. Right there, pre-war books and a bed along with our doctor. And here we just have some medical supplies he's selling. Over here is the weapons vendor. So of course the weapons should be stored inside at all times. Here we have just some normal misc weapons and ammo. Guns on the wall. Fat man. Ooh, excuse me. Fat man. Some ammo on the table. We've got some armor. So here is where the Minutemen like to suit up with their Minutemen combat gear. So here's our armor vendor. Random armor that she's selling to, I guess, travelers. Another beautiful view of the Commonwealth along with some suits. So in here, oh man, this took a while. This is the Minutemen Kitchen. So I went full on with the kitchen. So we have a Nuka mixer. We have some storage, some pre-war food storage, a little first aid kit thing. We have, of course, first aid. We have some posters, a melon on the ground, a cooking station, fridges. There's a Nuka-Cola clock, a porta-diner, or not a porta-diner, blah. A electronic. We have some clean dishes, some dirty dishes, some glasses on display. More Minutemen stuff. And we have some food storage. And that's basically it for the kitchen. I've got some Minutemen chowing down on some stuff here on the tables, as you can see. And that's my castle. It probably doesn't look like much, but it actually took quite a while, as I do use OC Decorator and a few other mods. I'll have them linked down in the description below. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like and comment down below. I love reading your comments. And I'm going to probably do a few more of these for the more notable settlements, Bunker Hill, Sanctuary, etc. So keep tuned in for those. And guys, thanks for watching this video. Super appreciate the love.